we must keep organizing. We must keep relying and using that resilience of our communities to guide us. So that's why this moment for us is so important. It's a moment to set an agenda. It's the moment to keep pushing for what is real.
Reckoning is the thing that comes to mind for me.
I would say indebted, just the feeling of gratitude to everyone who's laid the groundwork for this moment and the need to really show up.
The word that comes to mind is opportunity. This is a moment that, you know, we as organizers can't squander, and you know, we're going to on day one make sure that our voices are heard.
The past 4 years has been like you've been running a marathon with weights all over your body, and now you're taking the weights off, but you still have to run the marathon. The issues that Mothering Justice works on and the way this movement sees the world has always been through the eyes of women of color, caregivers, who are the most marginalized in our community, and do the work that is not seen as valuable. And what we want is to change the conversation about what childcare really means to a society and what it really means to take care of children for them and their caregivers.
I think about an ice storm and a really cracked sidewalk. So in each of our communities, we had these cracks and fissures, these problems with our safety net, these sort of entrenched impacts of the systems we're living under. And then you have a giant ice storm, a big disaster like COVID, and that gets in there and freezes, breaks those cracks wider open, and little hairline ones you didn't see before are suddenly things that like you have to jump over. And so I think it's so critical to keep stories at the front and center, because not only do they really humanize what we're going through, but those stories tell us what our work needs to be.
We're building local leadership for the long haul, right? People that we don't have to say, you know, tell what our agenda is, our priorities, and feeling accountability to us because she comes from our community. Who makes up the table is important, and, you know, not just you know, putting people at the table for that table, but in real positions of power. The immigrant rights movement, the leadership is deep, it's broad, and they are moving power. And just, I don't know, I can't be prouder about, you know, the future because it's in good hands. The benefit of the convening role and the connecting and the relationship building across organizations, you know, helps to, you know, strengthen the movement overall. And I've had, you know, a deep appreciation for Community Change and Firm in helping us to do that.
It feels like they're connected to more than what we're doing in Michigan, right? There's a million things going on in Michigan. There's a million fights here in Michigan, but knowing that the end goal is to have the momentum for national change, connecting those organizers, giving them training that they're all familiar with has been really helpful and useful.
So we have this opportunity to form this coalition and fight federally for these next relief packages. We all need more housing assistance in a way that addresses our sort of diversity and also our connections, which, you know, having Community Change kind of say like, look, there's this tool, you should look at it, and then support us in this moment that we really needed it, allowed us to beef up our organizing work where I don't know what we would have done without it.